Welcome dear viewers to our video which is talking about amount of earthquake. The amount of earthquake can be expressed by two sides. The first side, dear viewers, is Richter scale, and the second is factor or functions for structural programs. Factors, here factors, or functions for structural program. First of all, using Richter scale for people. You see this table. This table, dear viewers, consists of three columns. The first column is Richter magnitude. As we know, Richter scale is measured from 0 to 10. But here is measuring from 0 to 9 because 10 is never recorded in the history of geological. So, when Richter magnitude from 0 to 1, the second column talks about that the Richter magnitude is equivalent to the magnitude in kilograms of TNT. So, when it is recording or measuring from 0 to 1, it talks in the second column that from 0.6 to 20 kilograms of dynamite. And the extra information or the effect here in the first from 0 to 1, it talks that we cannot feel these. In other meanings, when earthquake has occurred, God forbid, from 0 to 1, oftentimes we have never felt this scale or this number. Whereas when Richter magnitude in 2, for two scales, if it Richter magnitude is equal to what happened, the second column shows us what happened is in number 2 it is equivalent to 600 kilograms of dynamite, and the information in the third column show us that the smallest quake people can normally feel. We feel this number, but in the smallest quake. Whereas in 3, if the number in Richter magnitude was 3, it is equivalent to 20,000 kilograms of dynamite. It says here in the third column, extra informations, it says that people near the epicenter feel this quake. So, who feel this quake? Only the people near the epicenter. While if the number is 4 or was 4 recorded, it is equivalent to 60,000 kilograms of dynamite. This will cause damage around the epicenter. It is same as a small fallen bomb. While if the number was 5, what happened? What happened is, or was, what happened in other meanings, we can say what happens is 20 millions, here millions, and the first, second, third, and fourth doesn't reach million, but from this in number 5 to the next up to 9, it will be more and more. it reaches up to trillion. So when it is 5 feels like kilogram of TNT. So when it is 6, or let us begin in 5. When it is 5, dear viewers, it's equivalent to 20,000 kilograms of dynamite. In 6, it is equivalent to 60 million kilograms of dynamite. But while 7, if the number was 7, it is equivalent to 20 billion kilograms of dynamite. While 8, if the number was 8, it is equivalent to 60 billion. Until 9. When 9, it is 20 trillion kilograms of dynamite. So Richter magnitude tell us the magnitude of earthquake. So the magnitude of earthquake can be expressed using this scale, and what is equivalent to this scale, also he talks about the magnitude or mass of TNT in kilograms. So here for expressing the amount of earthquake, it tells us that there are two sides. Once we can express using Richter scale, and for people it is oftentimes using this scale. But for structural programs, we usually use factor or functions. First of all, dear viewers, Richter magnitude. Who is Richter? Richter is Charles Francis Richter. He is an American physicist and seismologist. He developed this scale in 1935, and this scale, as we showed before, it is for expressing the magnitude of earthquake. So if we know about the Richter scale, here the second side or second view of our topic. The second side of our topic here, it is using factors or functions for structural programs. Let us move to program. This is the program I'm talking about. Dear viewers, here when I want to specify or express the amount of earthquake, assume I want to design or analyze the building, and I want to know what amount or magnitude of earthquake could happen for this building or this structure in general. The program offers us many functions. So if I want to express the magnitude of earthquake, here use functions. We can use function or import file. We can also import file. So in functions here, response spectrum, then the type of function is response spectrum. IBC 2012, what means? It means that this is a code. So there are many codes I can use for every function. So I know about the function and code. Both of us offer us many options here. So The options here, dear viewers, as we see together, there are the first parameters. Function name, the function I want to name. Here, parameters. Parameters, as it says, S sub s and s1 from USGS by latitude longitude, or S sub s and s1 from USGS by zip code. S sub s and s1 user specified. So firstly, I should specify the location I am in. If I in any country in the world, I can use longitude and latitude. So the first option is easy for us. The second option doesn't differ from the first option. Here expressing by latitude and longitude, while here it is expressing by zip code. But the third, for S sub s and s1, there are geological factors can be studied in the section of geology or geology. So here the parameters, and it is not for parameters only but also for site class. So it is related to not only location but also to site class or the soil. Here two factors for expressing site class, and the result already is done but if you use two options. Also here function damping ratio we can use. So by using these options related to the location you are in or to soil or site class, programs can offer us a ready function or graph. Function graph is ready from the informations I supplied. So here it is period acceleration, period time and acceleration. So the building is subjected to a function graph. Function graph consists of or expressed by period and acceleration. So in the building we can say the building is subjected to function graph. Function graph it tells us the magnitude of earthquake. So we before said that the magnitude of earthquake is told by Richter scale. That was for people, but for engineers and structural engineers specifically can use this function of a graph to analyze and design buildings. And thank you dear viewers for watching.